Welcome to PodForge, your daily briefing, Tech AI Daily, February 24th, 2026.
All right, diving right in today, we're tackling 3 key stories from the tech world that have everyone talking.
First up, Goldman Sachs is dropping a bombshell on AI's role in the US economy, revealing it added basically zero growth last year, which makes you wonder if all that hype is living up to the reality. Then we're getting into Sam Altman's latest comments comparing AI energy use to what humans consume, brushing off water concerns as fake, and that ties into broader debates about sustainability. Finally, we'll cover how data centers are hoarding SSDs because hard drive supplies are drying up, which is messing with the supply chain in big ways. Let's unpack this step by step, because these stories show just how unpredictable tech progress can be. Starting with that eye-opener from Goldman Sachs, their analysis shows that AI contributed basically zero to US economic growth last year, which is pretty surprising when you think about all the buzz around AI tools and investments.
We've been hearing for ages how AI is going to revolutionize everything from productivity to job markets, but according to this report, it hasn't translated into tangible economic gains yet.
Let me think. Maybe it's because AI tech is still in its early stages, or perhaps the costs outweigh the benefits right now. But either way, this raises questions about where we're headed. Could this mean we need to reassess how we're measuring AI's value or push for more practical applications?
Oh, that's really interesting because if AI isn't driving growth, investors might start pulling back, affecting everything from stock prices to innovation funding.
Digging deeper into this, the report from Goldman Sachs highlights that despite massive investments in AI, like billions poured into training models and infrastructure, the actual output in terms of economic productivity has been negligible. It's wild to consider that factors like integration challenges or overhyped expectations might be at play, though we have to stick to what's in the source. It's all about that zero impact. I was going to say this could signal a need for better metrics to track AI's contributions, but based on the facts, it's clear this isn't the game changer we anticipated. Overall, this story makes me think about the long game. If AI doesn't start showing real economic returns soon, we might see a shift in priorities, like focusing more on ethical development over rapid scaling. Moving on from the economic side, let's talk about Sam Altman's comments on AI energy use, where he compares it to the cost of training humans and dismisses water usage concerns as fake. From the sources, Altman is essentially arguing that AI's energy demands aren't as outrageous as people make them out to be, pointing out that humans themselves use a ton of energy in daily life. Oh wow, that's a bold stance, especially since energy consumption is a hot topic with data centers gobbling up power. But we have to base this on his remarks without adding extras like specific reports. So basically, he's reframing the debate by saying we should compare AI's footprint to human activities, which could ease some regulatory pressures, but it also sparks curiosity about whether this downplays legitimate environmental worries. If we break it down, Altman's analogy is intriguing because he's trying to normalize AI's energy needs by equating them to educating and sustaining people, which from the source is his way of reminding folks that everything has an energy cost.
That's really something to ponder. Does this mean we're okay with AI as long as it's on par with human demands, or should we be pushing for greener tech regardless?
It gets me thinking about the bigger implications, like how this could influence policy decisions on AI development, especially in regions facing resource shortages. All in all, while Altman's perspective is provocative, it's grounded in his view that the concerns are exaggerated, and that might just shift how the industry addresses sustainability moving forward. Shifting gears to our third story, data centers are now hoarding SSDs as hard drive supplies dry up, which is creating quite the ripple in the tech supply chain. According to the reports, this hoarding is happening because of increasing demands for faster storage solutions, driven by things like AI and cloud computing, but we're sticking to the facts that supplies are just dwindling.
Oh, that's wild because SSDs are becoming essential for high performance applications. And with hard drives in short supply, prices could skyrocket and delay projects everywhere.
Let me think. This isn't just a minor inconvenience. It could bottleneck innovation in areas like machine learning, where speed is everything, potentially slowing down the very AI growth we were just discussing. From what we've got in the source, data centers are aggressively stockpiling SSDs to ensure they don't run into shortages, which makes sense given how critical storage is for handling massive data loads these days. I was going to speculate on global supply issues, but based on the material, it's clear this is about the drying up of hard drive options, pushing everyone towards SSDs. This situation highlights vulnerabilities in the hardware market where one shortage can cascade into broader problems like increased costs for consumers and businesses alike. Ultimately, it's a reminder that even as AI software advances, the physical infrastructure has to keep up, or we're all going to feel the pinch. To tie these stories together, we've seen how AI isn't delivering the economic punch we expected. Altman's defense of its energy use adds another layer to the debate, and now hardware shortages are complicating things even more. It's fascinating how interconnected these issues are. For instance, if AI demands more SSDs, that could exacerbate supply problems while its economic impact remains low. Oh, that's really eye-opening because it underscores the need for balanced growth in tech, where we don't just chase innovation blindly. All of this makes me optimistic yet cautious about the future. Let's hope these challenges lead to smarter solutions. Wrapping up, what stands out is that AI's potential is huge, but it's hitting roadblocks like minimal economic contributions and resource strains, as evidenced by these stories from Goldman Sachs's findings to Altman's comments and the SSD hoarding. It's clear the tech world is at a pivotal moment. I appreciate you tuning in today, and remember, staying informed is key in this fast-paced landscape. Thanks for listening, folks. Until next time, keep questioning the tech around you.
One more thing before we sign off. Make sure to check the sources for yourself, like the Reddit posts we referenced, to dive deeper into these topics.
It's always good to verify and think critically about what you're hearing.
All right, that's a wrap for today's episode. See you tomorrow for more tech insights.